So you're a small business owner with a great product or service. It could be that you run a bakery, that you're a mortgage advisor. It could be anything. And you want to get more sales. And obviously you want to get more sales. Everyone wants to get more sales. So maybe what you do as the first step is you turn to Google. You ask them things like, how could I build up my Instagram audience? How do I build up an email list? How do I get started with Facebook advertising? And it's great that there's so much free content out there. But the problem is that it's so vague. You come away at the end of it without really knowing how it applies to your business, exactly what it is that you've got to do to get started. So then maybe what you do is you think, I need to get someone to do this for me. You go to an agency and they say, yeah, that's fantastic, we can do all that for you. It's going to cost you several £100s. And obviously as a small business owner, every penny counts. You don't have several £100s just to give to a marketing agency. So that's where we come in. So at Thicket, what we offer is a 1-hour strategy session for micro businesses. Within this strategy session, we will give you explicit instructions on how to get the most out of your marketing without spending a lot of money. As well as that, you will get a 30-day action plan. So we will build this out especially for you, and it will say on day 1 you want to do this, on day 2 you want to do this. But I'll get back to more about how it works in a second. I just want to tell you a story before I go on. So I've spent the last decade working in marketing, and I've worked for some cutting edge agencies. I've worked for large organisations. But one day something happened that really opened my eyes and changed my thinking. I won't name the company for obvious reasons that you'll find out in a minute, but I was managing a Facebook campaign for one of our clients. Now, this was a massive client, and we're talking millions of pounds that they were spending. And so I went to the marketing director one day and I said, right, I've got a few suggestions, a few little tweaks we can make here and there in order to make the marketing better. And he said to me, it doesn't matter if we don't get any customers off the back of this. I don't really care about the sales that much at this point. And I was shocked. What he was saying was that, one, he didn't really care. He could go home, take his big salary, and forget about it. Number 2, the company was saying they're too big to fail. Just get our name out somewhere and we'll be fine, we'll get customers. And that really changed the way that I thought about things, because actually, I don't want to work for people like that. I want to provide good advice to people who need every single sale. Where a single sale of a product can make somebody's day, where it puts food on the table. Small businesses where people can actually start growing their dreams and their future. That's what I want to be a part of, and that's why I've built this product. So for £29, we will provide you with the strategy, we will give you explicit instructions, we will teach you how to do these things yourself. And that's the beauty of it, is that rather than us just doing it for you, actually what you get at the end is you get the knowledge so that you can do this stuff for yourself. So we're setting you up for the future. We're interested in your growth and your development as a small business. But does it work? So I want to tell you a couple more stories. One of them is about a company called Brighton Raw. Look them up on Instagram, they're absolutely killing it. What they do is they make church-style Gothic mirrors. They look like real stonework, they go inside, they go outside. And they came to me asking, okay, how do we sell more of these without spending lots of money on advertising, because we don't really have the budget for it. So what I did is I sat down with them, came up with a social media strategy for them. It was just Instagram. It was just one thing. All they had to do was take photos of the product, take photos of their house. They had a nice garden, take photos of that. They had some chickens, take some photos of that. They had 2 little boys, take some photos of them. And actually just put all of them up on Instagram, and straight away you've got yourself a lifestyle brand. People want your life, they want the nice garden, they want the chickens, and buying your mirrors becomes a part of that. And so they did that. And for every comment that came in, they would respond. And they would build up one-on-one relationships with people. And they just stuck to it, just that one simple thing. And now they run the company as a full-time job. They don't need any more work. Their sales have increased massively. Their Instagram posts often get, say, 200 engagements, 200 responses, 300. It's absolutely incredible. So another example of how this could work comes from the other end of the spectrum. I've been working with a very small marketing agency. They had a client who did paper shredding, and they were running some Google ads, and they wanted to make sure that their Google ads were running as well as they could. So I had a strategy session with them, just 1 hour. I did some background research beforehand. I went through all of their adverts. I told them what ways they could improve and how to do it themselves. That's the most important bit, how to do it themselves in the future. Well, as a result, within a month of that strategy session, their leads were up 400%. Their customers were up 400%. 4 times as many customers just from that 1 hour strategy session. Because not only could I correct what they had done, but I could teach them the best practice for the future. So that's it, £29. If you're interested in working with me in order to set up a strategy for your business, it could be absolutely anything. And you could be at any stage of your business. You might not have Facebook yet. You might not have a website. Conversely, you might well be already spending money on adverts, but you want to make them work better. So for £29, 1 hour, you can work with me. I'm not going to upsell you anything. It's not like one of those free courses where I'm going to try and sell you loads of stuff at the end. Just £29, this is what you get. Simple as that. As well as that, no retainers. We're not talking about £29 every single month. We're talking about £29 once. Just once. And if you want to do it again in the future, if you've got another aim as your company grows, then we can do it again. Be £29 again. So if you're interested, press the button below and let's get started.